What's up, Oxy Gang? Welcome back to my channel. By the title, you can see what it's giving. I am trying to help you achieve your free but Canva Pro aesthetic thumbnail for YouTube. Here are some things that I'm going to kind of put you on game with when doing so. Of course, you're going to pick your favorite picture from that day because, as we know, a lot of times with the YouTube thumbnail, it needs to match the content in the video. Picture to your liking, and then, of course, make sure that the ratio of the picture matches that 16:9 ratio that the thumbnail is for YouTube. Then, here's the gem of the day here. Lemon8. If you are not already familiar with Lemon8, Lemon8 is very similar to a Instagram/Pinterest. Honestly, have gotten the most out of it with the templates that I'll be showing you today. Find your ideal template. You're going to screenshot the edits you made, and we're going to post our thumbnail to YouTube. Let's do it.
Now I'm catching feelings, baby.
Okay, y'all, so at this point in my YouTube journey, I want to learn how to edit better, and I want to get better at thumbnails. So here I am showing you some pictures that I'm trying to choose from to get the best YouTube thumbnail I can get, and I'm exploring what I have. And honestly, I delete so bad because when I take bulk pictures, I'm like, okay, storage. So on top of the fact that I pay for storage, it's still never enough pictures. So as I'm scrolling, I'm not really loving anything. So a fun trick here, never know if you ever considered it, but when you have videos, you can easily screenshot the video, see if it's still enough for you, and use it as a thumbnail. So here I am just going through this video, one of my more favorable videos, and screenshotting to see if I can get that shot. Now, naturally, it's going to take, some takes, especially because it was a lot of movement in this video. So just looking for the right opportunity. So if at first you don't succeed, try again and crop those good old pictures until you get what you're looking for. Now, once you get that shot, you go over to Canva. So that's like my go-to for thumbnails. But I just realized it was giving me like a very much so generic vibe. So as you can see, the different options, and of course it favors to those who are within the membership. And I don't know about y'all, but I personally have one too many subscriptions, and your girl's just not interested in paying more. Because $9 here, $15 here, $39.99 there, $14.99 here. The stuff adds up. So this one I saw and I was just like, yeah, I can get into it. Then the more I looked at it, I was like, no, this is literally just based on the aesthetic of that one. So the search continues. Now, here's the thing. This is the gem. Lemon8. That's the gem. I go there to get the looks that I'm looking for, like the outlines that people are able to get on Canva that I cannot with my account. And I know some people are saying like, oh, you can do it, but I've tried it and it doesn't work for me. So as you can see at the bottom, there's options and more so categories that you can choose from to kind of see what template you like to get. So if you look at the bottom, you can see the options, and here I'm just playing with different ones. Of course, being able to change the wording, even customize the text, and you'll see that later. But at this point, I'm just trying to see what it is giving. I want to see if the thumbnail that I have now, maybe is it not too bright? Is it not captivating enough? Because the last two thumbnails that I've used, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but they've been performing pretty well, and it's been thumbnails that I make on Lemon8. So I wanted to see if I can just keep that mojo going and see if I can get this latest video to pick up on its views by using this good old feature. So here you can see me adjusting the words to match what happened here to better explain what the thumbnail is giving. And I'm playing with it, you know. Of course, the ratio is a big thing. So while it's a bigger picture here, you'll see once I get onto the actual YouTube app, it will be better aligned. So my suggestion though is imagine your 16 by 9, kind of how the thumbnails show up, and just look at your picture, as the aspect going from bottom up. So where you see the white writing, that's gonna kind of be like my guide. And while in any other circumstance I would have the date night up more, being that I'm placed right here and this is the funnest one that I've seen that could be gravitated enough, I decided to place the date night a little further down than normal and see what it's giving. I don't know if you all can see that one. So initially, as we know, it was a anniversary template. So that one is supposed to be like a indicator that it's 1 year. So I was like, let's see. It's our first date doing something interactive. Like we've always went out to eat or something like that, movies, but never like something interactive. So I was trying to play with that and see what it was giving, but honestly, after I kept looking at it and playing around with it and seeing the placement of it, where would it be best fit, I was just like, I don't know. But you can see here, it's just a matter of trial and error, seeing what you like, what you don't like, how you can change it. And sometimes when the writing is so small, like this scenario here, when I'm trying to edit, it's very hard. So your sensitivity game might have to be up there. Just saying, because otherwise it's going to keep clicking on the wrong content and then you're not getting anywhere fast. So here we are cropping to see what it's giving. We're screenshotting here to make sure that what we grab from this image is suitable for the thumbnail. Like I mentioned, it's all about aspect. Now again, for some, this might be too much. You might say, hey, this is worth me paying my $14.99 a week. Go forth. But for me, a little jumping back and forth from app to app is quite all right. So what I did was I screenshot the image that I took from the last thing that I did. And now I'm going to take that screenshot and then build on that to get the water added around like Brandon's image. So clearly this doesn't work, but this is just me at the bottom checking out the different options that we have to kind of bring some more personality, I'll say, to the image to make it seem or appear a little bit more gravitating to my prospective subbies. As you know, I'm on the road to 500. As I am making this video, I'm at 400. So let's say I have about 23 more days. I'm going to give myself until the end of the day on my birthday to reach 500. But I really, really hope that I get it. So as you're still checking out the screen, you see I've now added the borderline around Brandon. So it picks it up some. So now it's time to grab that image and crop it to my liking. Again, all of that image won't be captured in the thumbnail, of course. So this is just me getting the ideal aspect that I can grab so I can play with the placement of the thumbnail. So I'm going back to YouTube here and I am going to edit my thumbnail. That's the one I have now. And again, I think it's just a little dark, so I don't know. Now we're going to change it to see if it gives anymore compared to the one we have here. And I like the one that I had. I just want to see if an image like this could, I don't know, suck the people in, bait, as they say. So now I am going to go to FaceTune. FaceTune is one of my $34.99 apps that I use. And so here I'm just trying to make sure that the color does itself justice and add a little texture here to make it get a little bit more of a 3D effect. These retainers gonna get me every time. So adjust is my friend. There you can do everything from brightness to adding grain, changing your background, lighting, making objects or the person itself sharper. I mean, the list goes on. It's a really, really cool app. So I try not to think about the $35 that come out annually. However, this year I have taken that auto renew off because I just feel like there's so many other apps out here and I don't want to keep just renewing with this one, and there's other apps that can do everything I need in addition to what this does. But as you see, there's saturation, structure, temperature, removing shadows and or adding highlights or removing them. So it helps you do a lot to your photos. So again, no complaints here, just trying to make sure that I'm exploring all of my options. So I'm just giving y'all my gems that I use personally. Again, I am jumping, across some apps, but I personally think it's worth it. And just to say, I guess FaceTune isn't a app. I know a lot of times people bait people like, use these free apps and blah, blah, blah. But I will say that the edits that I'm making, or that I ended up making after all, were edits that could have, for the most part, been achieved in your regular, like if you have an iPhone, your regular photo edit abilities. I will say me adding texture does change the game, and that's kind of why I pay for this app, because it gives it more of a Tiger Woods Wheaties box effect. I really liked it. So that's this aspect of it. Still doing some touches on this, but let's move on. Okay, at this point, it's for real. We're ready. So we're back on YouTube. We're ready to change. For sure. And like I mentioned, that placement, you have the ability to slide it where you want it. But because I needed some kind of idea of where I wanted my lettering and things of that nature, and I knew it would be closer to the top, being that that's where my head was, and a picture of me and his head was in the same kind of area. But I didn't want to cut his head off because it's just a pet peeve of mine. So here we have my finished product of an update on YouTube. So again, just a little heads up on the Lemon8 features with the templates. Let's see how well this does now that it's changed, and I'll keep you updated.